So one of the things that I was taught growing up in a religious cult is this like whole idea of like, do not conform to the world. And it's really interesting coming out and like healing and doing all the work that I've done and kind of looking back now, because everything verbally was don't conform, pull yourself out of this world and be different. But really, there was this underlying message of don't conform to that world, but definitely conform to this world. And there were like explicit and implicit things that were, being said or shown or understood to be like the rules of conforming within this world. And, we were supposed to very much like conform to the purity culture, conform to the leadership, conform to the submission. So and it was kind of almost like the explicit messaging was don't conform to the world. I would set yourself apart, be different, but the implicit because message I still and knew that I was spiritual, right? Unconscious messaging that was given to us through things that were but I definitely implied in, or behavior towards us, or talking about how a lot wrong, this happened with someone else outside of the church or whatever. I really didn't even know how to like do conform figure here. Out on my own and, what alignment felt you should in my body and following like the rules, doing the things that you're supposed to do, that you should do, right for me, or true for me, or whatever. A girl, right? And as so a woman, as a Christian, I would find like as a part of like the Zion or somebody who is claiming to be a leader situation that we've got, and I would just follow that. So it's really interesting and looking back and realizing like, and then actually things just wouldn't feel right for me, and it took me a while to learn that I started how to unlearn that. And I am sure there are so many of you that watch my stories and read my content and resonate with a lot of the stuff that I talk about, because you also grew up in some form of toxic religion, high control religion, cult religion, and also had that same messaging of like conform to the rules, do as you're supposed to do, etc., etc. And then, leaving and not conforming was definitely punished. And for a lot of us, the punishment was, we will not be a part of your life. We will not support you. We will not be friends with you. Even a lot of times our family, right, was told to separate themselves from you. And so we lose a lot by choosing not to conform, by choosing to leave and align with what our truth really is. And if this is you, I would love to chat with you about my 6-month program coming up. This is the Awareness to Action Method group coaching program. It is 6 months long. We start in October. We will break over Christmas and New Year's and end in about March, April. Just depending on like if we have to shift any calls or anything like that for holidays, etc. But this is really the program for those of us who have experienced that and who are now stepping more into reclaiming our spirituality outside of toxic religion, reclaiming that connection with our intuition and leaning into that and where it is leading us, where it is that we want to head with our lives and our spirituality and our parenting, and even the relationships that we do have still with some people from the church that may be family or friends or whatever. And so it's not only all of that, but it's also like a coming back to that sense of community within safe, inclusive boundaries and having the guidance of coaching. So click the link if you'd like to find out more.